Gundaram inscriptions in Telangana's Pedapalli shed light on Satavahana era. The article is taken from The Hindu. So recently, the Epigraphy Department of the Archaeological Survey of India conducted a survey in the Gundaram Reserve Forest in the state of Telangana, and they found nearly 11 inscriptions written in Brahmi script. And these inscriptions are dating from 1st century BC to 6th century BC. Therefore, it provides a lot of information about the Satavahana dynasty, Chuttu dynasty, and also provides information about early Buddhist activities in the southern India. So let us discuss more about this news article. Welcome to Shankariasacademy. So to understand about the importance of this news article, we have to understand who were the Satavahanas. We know that Satavahanas, they are the first people who established the empire in the southern India, right? So to understand about the origin of the Satavahanas, we have to go back to the Mauryan time. We know that the Mauryan Empire, the largest empire in the ancient India, which was established in the year 321 BC by the Chandragupta Maurya. So what happened immediately after the establishment of the Mauryan Empire started expanding towards all the direction, including south. And this time, the south was inhabited by various megalithic tribes, and one of the tribes was the Andhras. So this earliest mention about the Andhras can be traced back to the Aitreya Brahmana. And within this Andhra tribe, there are various families, and one of the families are the Satavahanas. And you can see that in the year 187 BC, the Mauryans started, the empire started declining. And in the 187 BC, the last Mauryan empire ruler, Brihadratha, was killed by his own Brahmin general, Pushyamitra Sunga, and that marks the end of the Mauryan Empire. And here you can see after the assassination of Brihadratha, the Sungas took the control of Magadha. And by this time, the Mauryan Empire got shrunk towards the northern part of India. And this Shungas later, they had to face a lot of problems, such as the invasion from the northwestern part of India. The best example is the invasion of the Demetrius. Demetrius is also known as the second Alexander, but the Shungas, they successfully defeated the Demetrius. Shungas, that means that time the Pushyamitra Sunga, along with his, with the support of his son and grandson Agnimitra and Vasumitra, they successfully defeated the Greek invasion under the leadership of Demetrius and protected the Indian subcontinent. And later, the Shungas also faced a lot of issues, and they had to shift their capital from Padaliputra to Vidisha. And this time, the control of the Padaliputra came under the Kanvas. And this time, you can see that between 120 BC to 96 BC, a person belongs to the Satavahana family defeated both the Shungas and the Kanvas and laid foundation for the Satavahana Empire. So this is a short history about the origin of Satavahana dynasty. So like I mentioned, Simuga founded the Satavahana dynasty after defeating the Sungas of Vidisha and Kanvas of Magadha. And after Shimuga was succeeded by his brother Krishna, and he ruled for nearly 18 years. And after Krishna, Satakarni first succeeded the throne, and he conquered western Malwa and adopted the title Dakshina Prajapati. And after the death of Satakarni, there was a gap in the Satavahana Empire. There was no immediate successor. The sons of the Satakarni first were actually minors. Their names are Vedasri and Saktasri. So what happened in the name of their sons? The wife of the Satakarni first, Nainiga, took the control of the Satavahana Empire and started ruling the empire. But this time, the Satavahanas faced a lot of setbacks, and they even lost the western Malwa conquered by the Satakarni first to the Shagas. And later, the throne was succeeded by the most famous Satavahana ruler, Gaudamaputra Satakarni, and he ruled between 106 to 130 CE. And he added Malwa, Kadiyavar, and Berar, and also Rajaputana, and assumed the title Rajaraja, and he is also known as the Lord of Vindhyas. And we know that after the Gaudamaputra Satakarni, Vasishtaputra Pulawami succeeded the throne, and he is known for constructing the city Navalgarh, right? And coming to the administration and the decline of the Satavahana dynasty, you can see that the empire for the administrative purpose was divided into different Janapadas or provinces, and these provinces were mostly ruled by the governors or the dependent rulers, and they were mostly known as Mahariddhis or Mahabhojas. And the Janapadas were again divided into different districts known as Aharas, and these Aharas were again divided into Grama Sabha or Nigam Sabha. Nigam Sabha means municipal administration. And another major contribution of the Satavahanas is the development of the feudalism. The development of the feudalism in the Indian subcontinent can be traced back to the Satavahana time. So you can see that the Satavahanas, they started the practice of land donation. And in the beginning, they donated the land to the Brahmins, but later they started donating the lands to the administrators with certain administrative rights. The intention behind the large scale land donation was the expansion of the cultivation. But later, it paved the way for the development of feudalism in the India. And you can see that the feudalism reached its peak in the medieval times. And you can see that towards the 3rd century CE, the Satavahanas lost their glory and the empire started declining. And you can see the position of the Satavahana was succeeded by another major dynasty in the South India known as Vagadagas, and this Vagadaga dynasty was founded by Vindhya Shakti. And later this Vagadagas, they had a matrimonial alliance with the, for example, the Prabhavati Gupta, the daughter of the Chandragupta II. She married the one of the Vagadaga prince only. And you can see that other dynasties like Abhiras, Ishvakas, they also took the control of certain parts of South India. And finally, the Satavahana empire came to an end by the 3rd century CE. So this is the short history of Satavahanas. So coming to the new findings from the Gundaram, you can see totally we found new 11 inscriptions written in Burmese script, and they are dating from 1st century BC to 6th century BC. And one of the inscriptions mentions about a person belongs to the Haririputra lineage, and we are assuming that this lineage belongs to the Chuttu dynasty. So coming to the case of Chuttu dynasty, this is a dynasty which is ruled over the Karnataka, and it was founded by Maulananda Chuttu Kulananda, and they are the contemporaries to the Satavahana dynasty. And one of the inscriptions mentions this person. This person belongs to the Haririputra lineage as a friend of Kumara Hakusri, a Satavahana prince. So this is, with this we can assume that there was a harmonious socio-political exchange and relation between the Satavahanas and the Chuttu dynasty. And this person also describes himself as a person who excavated cave for the Buddhist monk. We know that the Satavahanas, even though they practice Hinduism, they even supported Buddhism. For example, the Krishna, he even appointed Mahamatras to take care of the welfare of the Buddhist monks in Nasik. And another inscription from the Gundaram begins with Tradian and Damru. So here you can see the picture of Tradian and Damru. So this this inscription is known for the earliest use of religious iconography in the South Indian inscriptions. And another inscription mentions about other royal people from the Satavahana dynasty such as Kumara, Sakasri and Akusri. And you can see that from the study, the Archaeological Survey of India found that this region was actually a Buddhist monastic burial ground. And the findings from the Telangana also reinforces the Telangana's identity as a part of ancient Asmaga Mahajanapada. We know that in the 6th century BC, 16 Mahajanapadas got established in different parts of India. And this Asmaga, which is located on the bank of river Godavari, was located on the bank of river Godavari. Now the findings from the Telangana is reinforcing the Telangana's identity as a part of the ancient Asmaga Mahajanapada. So now from now on we can say that the modern Telangana was actually a part of ancient Asmaga Mahajanapada. Now we are coming to the prelims practice question. The question is, consider the following statements regarding Satavahanas. Statement 1, the expansion of the Mauryan Empire was one of the primary reasons behind the rise of Satavahana dynasty. And statement 2, the Satavahanas supported both Buddhism and Hinduism, and the popular god during the time was the Hindu god Shiva. And the third statement, Satavahanas promoted Sanskrit language. Which of the above statements is or are correct? Option A, 1 only, option B, 1 and 2 only, option C, 2 and 3 only, and option D, 1, 2 and 3. Post the answer in the comment section. We will meet again with another video. Thank you.